Were you mistaken for Lizzo?
Probably.
I think, did Paris Hilton's mom, Kathy, mistake you for Lizzo?
And that was weird because I've been to that lady's house and had a meeting with her. And I was like, I know you, Kathy.
And Lizzo's tall, right?
Yeah, I've never met Lizzo, but Lizzo and I do different things. But I guess we were. I've been confused for many a black fat, like many
Lizzo
women, and it's always weird and tinged with racism. And I did think that was weird, Kathy Hilton. Yeah, because I have been to that woman's house and had a meeting with her because she wanted to dress me, and I was like, that's so strange.
Oh man,
wow. You ought to know my real name also.
Wow.
Because she said Precious.
Wow.
I don't know.
You ever learn a drop kick yet? Man, I'll be dropped, man. What?
Explain that photo.
Yes, that is Lizzo holding a glass of wine. So, okay, what happened here? So, okay, the funny thing this was during Empire.
Yeah.
And one of my co-stars had done a club event where he got paid in cash.
Yeah.
And so he just had a ton of cash, and I didn't have no wig on. I had a scarf. Right? We lived in the same building, and we was just all around, like a lot of us, like I think Taraji's on the other side of me, and another Caitlin Doubleday's on the other side. A few of us were at his apartment, and we thought it would be really funny if we spread that cash all over me, and I took a picture. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's just like me being rich and unbothered. And I don't know why it's so funny, but it's really funny.
You started as a phone sex operator. Now, when I hear operator, I think of like those 1-800 numbers.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
what did you think?
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
No.
Sex. So you were. How did you find that job, and where did that come from? What? Was it in an ad?
The thing about jobs is you need experience to get a job. If you never had a job, they don't want to hire. I was completely unhireable.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to a teacher who was like, well, maybe you can work at a phone center. And I was like, a phone center? That sounds oh no, it was my therapist. My therapist was like, you have a nice voice. You can probably speak, you can work at a phone center. And as she said it, I heard phone sex instead. And that's just me and my own disorder. Right. So I looked in the back of the Village Voice.
Village Voice. It's a famous newspaper in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Voice.
And there's always there's sexy ads back there and naked housekeeper wanted type things. And there was an ad for a phone sex operator, or I think they called it a phone actress. And I said, well, and so I went on down there and got me a job.
Really?
So what was that like?
Yeah.
That's like.
So
Can you breathe hard? Yeah.
If they want.
Yeah, you're hired.
If that's what they want. So I was, how old was I? I was 21 years old, right? Okay. And here's the thing, the transition I was in at that point in my life is I had sort of flunked out of college for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I had I got into school with, financial aid with my mom's tax return and stuff. And that didn't work because I'd flunked out because I had depression real bad and I couldn't get out of bed. And so I had to wait until I was 24 and then I can use my own tax return in order to get, financial aid, but I had to get a job first. And so this job came up and I said, well, I got to do something for 3 years. And so I went down and got I auditioned. So you have to audition, right?
Audition, okay.
And I was in an audition group of 3. These 2 other older women. Again, I'm 21. And these women are definitely in their 40s, you know? And what they give us a class, they give us a class, the whole thing. And then they tell us how to talk to people on the phone. Usually a man, if he asks you a question, he'll usually give you the answer. What are you wearing? You wearing something sexy? And then all you have to do, you never answer with a yes. You always say, yeah, I'm wearing something sexy. I'm actually wearing a pink little camisole, actually. And you just, the job is not having sex over the phone. The job is really keeping men on the phone.
For the
keeping
money?
them. Yes.
Oh,
The
because-
second he hangs up, the money stops coming. Oh. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the job is really, it's not about how sexy you are, it's how distracting and conversational and charismatic you can be.
That's great.
Right?
That's
And
smart.
yeah, it's so like that's what it is. And so then they put us on the phone with actual real callers, right? And they have like a little test area, and all of my calls are bombing. So they want you to stay on the phone for at least 7 minutes for the company. But in this audition, if you can stay on the phone for like 3 minutes, then you know, you're
good,
hired.
right.
My calls are ending in 20 seconds. If that, just every single one, bomb, bomb, bomb. And so they're like,
You have
"It's
somebody
okay."
like guiding you?
Yeah,
going-
the monitors, the supervisors are right there telling you, like they're not telling you what to say,
Right.
but they're watching you and they're listening in on your calls, and they're also standing right there.
Yeah.
And the other girls are also right there too.
Yeah.
And so all of my calls, bomb, 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 bomb. And I remember my supervisor, I remember her name. She was very, very pretty. She sometimes would use my actual name in the club. Shout to her. But she's like, it's okay, you can go ahead and log out. And I know I'm not getting this job. And like my longest call was maybe 30 seconds. I know I'm not getting it. And as I'm about to take the headset off, the phone rings again. And she's like, go ahead and take it, because you never turn down a customer. Because these actual real customers, right? So I pick up the call and it's a woman. Me and this lady stayed on the phone for 40 something minutes.
Whoa. Really?
Just having girl talk, talking about cute Victoria's Secret panties, and I forgot to say. So before I got on the
last
call,
with the lady.
they tell you, she's like, so they assess what your voice sounds like just so that you can say what you are. You have to be a white girl. White girl, white girl, white girl. Unless the call, so like there's all those 900 lines, like 100 different lines all funnel to the same company.
Wow.
Right? They're all that you think. So like it's sexy housewife, it's college girl, it's barely legal, it's Latina girl, it's Asian girl, it's submissive girl, it's trans girl. It's all, but the same person that picks up. It's all, but you are just told, because you get a computer screen, it tells you who you are. But you have to be white unless otherwise asked not to be. And so my voice was like an octave higher than it is right now. And she said, ooh, that little voice of yours, you sound really young. Them men gonna love your voice. And also your name has to coincide with your voice. Like I don't make sense as a Janice. I'm not a Janice. My voice is too high for a Janice. Janice is too mature a name. You feel me? And also Janice is not blonde. Janice is a redhead. You feel me? So like these are, I know this sounds like a lot.
This is like
So,
this is there's a science. This is a real business.
Times I've called.
Yeah, I still have your credit card information. Penny sent you the suit, right? That's the shit you like. That's the shit you like. I remember.
Damn, what is this recurring bill I got? Janice, who the hell is Janice? That's another 154 conversation in the books. We are bridging culture back to its roots.
From Africa to the world, we're telling stories our way.
So make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share your voice in the comments. This is 154.